Well, my dears, we are at the viewpoint, far away, which is not so far. It's Tel Aviv and the Mediterranean Sea. Most of the Israelis are living there. Something like 4 million people lives next to the Sea of Israel. But we are at the Judean mountains, which is green. And the first rainy day was yesterday. And it's a little bit cloudy. You can hear the IDF airplanes. I don't know if you could hear it, but this is partly because of the war that we are heading now. But this is, look at that, this beautiful synagogue. Basil stone from the Galilee area. What's happening here? This is not the Galilee area. This beautiful Messianic Jewish village decided to open here a biblical village that talks about mostly the Old Testament, but there's a huge connection between Jesus, Yeshua, to the Old Testament, to the Jewish Bible. Then part of it is the synagogue. And what is important to understand that the synagogue was built as a community place. The Jews used to pray at the temple. But when the temple been destroyed, the community place became to be a house of prayer. But you must understand that the house of God, according to the Jews, it's in Jerusalem. The Bible mentioned that if two people are gathering to worship God, then this is something very important. Then a synagogue is something like that. You can see that people used to sit around. The benches that you see is not part of the ancient synagogue because they used to preach. And remember, Jesus entered to the Nazareth synagogue and actually preached there. Talked from the Bible. He talked about what everything the Bible mentioned, the prophet mentioned. They actually talked about me. And that beautiful synagogue is not original, I must say. The entrances are, and we found it at the Galilee area, next to the Sea of Galilee at Chorazim, very close to Chorazim. Then the entrances, the three entrances are from there. Now the synagogue is facing now to the west, but usually it used to face to Jerusalem, which is that way. Then let's visit a little bit the biblical garden. For example, you will read it from Joel in English, and I will read it for you in Hebrew. וקראו לבבכם ואל בגדיכם ושובו אל אדוני אלוהיכם. יואל Bet Yud Gimel. Look how beautiful it is. It's amazing to understand that there are also Messianic Jews are actually bringing a lot of Jewish groups to here, because there's a huge connection between those two groups. From time to time, as I see it, it's even more closer to the Christian way that we know is as today. You can see a lot of biblical trees, for example, an olive tree, and I think they're already harvested. Then you cannot see the fruit in front of you.